Whoa. Hey everybody, welcome to Motivational Monday. It's November 9th, and man, this weekend just flew by, but it was a good weekend. Logan had a great weekend both days, and I think he's really begun to figure out that his future career is just going to be a comedian. He's really going to skip everything else. He does like fireman, he does like pilot, but comedian is really what it seems his talents are just lending himself to. Michelle took him to Target today to do our weekly food shopping, and he had this woman behind them in line just literally crying. Because while they were in line, he looked over and saw all the kind of display stuff that they try to get you to buy right there at the register, and he saw a Monster trail mix, which is something that I used to get a lot. And even now, I still get every now and again. But he saw it, and he saw that there were the M&Ms in there in the Monster mix, and he said to the lady behind them in line, "You, open that bag, get me a green M&M, put it in my mouth." She was just stunned. He didn't say it in like a mean way, he just said it in such a specific way. He's reached that point in his vocabulary where he can make what he wants known and he can be very specific about it. But he does it in this kind of almost staccato method. It's like you, me, playground, like you, me, train set. The other morning I was going to say goodbye to Michelle and the boys before I headed off to work, and I went into the bedroom where they were all congregating, and Logan was on the bed watching the iPad, and I said, "Alright, I gotta go to work." And he looked up and he said, "No, Daddy, you and me stay in bed. Liam goes to sleep. Mom, you go to work." And it was just the most hilarious thing. I mean, even though he was kind of slighting Mom, but it was just adorable. Liam, on the other hand, he had a bit of a rough day Saturday. We think he's suffering from some reflux issues. Logan had silent reflux for the first 4 or 5 months of his life, and we didn't know because it's silent. And when we finally got him tested and found out, it made a lot of sense about his discomfort, and we got it fixed. But Liam, on the other hand, we think he's actually got full reflux, or at least reflux issues, because he's just spitting up a lot. He's not holding down his bottles very well, and he's coughing a lot. But Michelle and him both have doctor's appointments on Wednesdays, so we'll see what he says. Because of what we went through with Logan, we're far more aware of it this time, which is actually one of the benefits of having a previous child. Also on Saturday, Logan and Liam got to meet Jacob, the new addition to Mike and Andy's family, and if you don't know who they are, you can go right about here, or you can click in the link down below. It was painfully adorable. The house was chock full of babies, and as you can see here, Logan will rule over them all. And we also got to play a new game that I was sent to review, a new card game called Schmovie. We had a lot of fun doing it. It's a super easy game to pick up and really fun to play. It's a good party game, especially if you have a bunch of friends who are movie nerds. I finished writing that review today, and it'll be posted sometime this week. And when it does, I'll make sure to add it to the next vlog of the day and put it in the link below. So on to Motivational Monday. The topic for today is meditation. And I know for a lot of people that is kind of a hokey, new agey thing, which you sit around with incense and crystals and all this other stuff, but it's really not. When you get down into it, it's not that at all. And I've done it on and off for a few years. I definitely don't have the willpower yet to get a really good practice going, but for a while I did, and you can really feel the effects. You can really feel it in your body and in your head when you get a nice solid practice going where you're doing it a little bit every day. But I wanted to recommend this particular book. It's called 10% Happier, and it's got a super long subtitle, which is How I Tamed the Voice in My Head, Reduced Stress Without Losing My Edge, and Found Self-Help That Actually Works, a True Story. Yeah, that's all right there. And this is by Dan Harris. What made me want to buy this book was because of the idea that it's 10% happier. It wasn't one of those books where it really took the idea of meditation or whatever the book was about and said, this will change your life. This will take you from 0 to 100. You will be a completely new person. You will be super happy all the time. You will make all the money you ever dreamed of, and you will have a love life that you could never have imagined, and everyone will be your friends. I mean, what I hate is self-help books that overpromise. And this book really didn't feel like that. He really is saying, if you do these specific things and you pick up a good meditation practice and you really put your time and energy into it, it should help you out about 10%. It's not going to cure all your ills, but it'll take you just a little step farther in the right direction, and that might build into something. And that kind of honesty in its promise and its premise was what drew me in, and I read it and I liked it a lot. And then to help out, I'm currently trying to get back into a meditation practice, and to help me out, there are a ton of apps out there. I've got a handful of them on my phone, and the one I'm trying to use right now is called Headspace. It's really neat. It's definitely put together really well. I'm only a few steps into it so far. It was also mentioned on Hannah Hart's channel in one of her recent videos. If you're looking for something to kind of guide you into meditation, this might be a good way to go. Check it out. I'll put a link to that down below as well. So that's it. I hope you guys have an awesome Monday, and stay tuned for tomorrow, and as always, be good to each other.